everyone, this is Sophia and welcome to a new video. No one asked me to do this, but I figured I would just film it just because I feel like I've collected quite a few luxury items over the years and I've managed to narrow down 10 of my best purchases that I would never ever regret, I don't think, for the rest of my life. There's a mix of bags, clothes, accessories, so hopefully this will be fun for you. I'm just gonna start off with the accessories because they're right in front of me. And the first is a pretty recent purchase, and that is my Hermes vintage watch. I have been trying to find a watch that isn't too big for my wrist, is pretty simple, but will also go with all my jewelry because I have a mix of silver and gold. And this was literally perfect. Someone had asked me how much I paid for this watch, and I don't think I paid more than what it is being sold at in the US. So I believe I paid around $500, but I will say I was very picky about this watch in particular because based on my research, some of the watch faces could be yellow, but I wanted it in white. If you are very particular about that, then I think that does change the price of the watch. But honestly, I truly do not regret this purchase, and I don't think I ever will. Someone's at my door. Okay, be right back. Oh well, not UPS dropping me my recent designer purchase right as I'm filming this video. Yeah, so this watch, I probably will never get rid of it, and this probably will become a hand-me-down piece. The funny thing is, if I wear it for a really long time, I get an imprint on my hand of the H in the back. The other thing that I don't think I'll ever regret, and in fact, I'm trying to hold myself back from buying too much because I can see this becoming a regret if I do buy too much, and that is the Hermes studs. I have two pairs, one in white and gold and one in blue and silver. I really love these. If for the fact that they are just super easy to wear, super simple, they're not heavy whatsoever, and they're really I love all of the color combinations. I think I might buy one more pair, but in a beige and silver just for my wedding. They are just perfect, and I really love the back that they have on them just because they are just more sturdy and they don't hurt when you pull them out. The only catch is that unfortunately Hermes do not sell the earring backings on their own or do not replace them for you, so if you lose it, you're gonna have to find a replacement for yourself. I saw a great lavender pair the last time I was in Hermes in Vegas, and I had to hold myself back so much because these are also not cheap, I will say. The second accessory that I truly do not regret, and technically this was not my purchase, so maybe I'm cheating a little, but I probably would have bought this for myself, and that is the Goyard card holder. It's interesting because you can see I've really worn this out, truly worn it out. And part of me is getting a little nervous actually. I've had this card holder for almost 3 years, I think. No, almost 2 years, definitely 2 years. And I'm getting a little nervous because I'm starting to see the threading kind of, you can't see it, kind of like slowly fray. It has started to indent to how my credit cards have just been slotted in there. I think for the most part, it is pretty spacious. You can see I can fit quite a decent amount of cards in there, and I don't even have anything on the inside, but I will say the inside is kind of tough to get into, so I would only recommend putting in like a band-aid or receipt, something that you don't need to take in and out all the time. After having used it for 2 years, sometimes it's still kind of rough to take out like a card, especially if you're putting 2 cards in one. It is so expensive for a card holder, and I feel like if I had any other card holder in my possession, maybe this would not be top of my list, but because this is currently the only card holder I do have, this is amazing, and it's really easy to just put into one of my smaller handbags. Okay, another accessory, it is not in the case that it came in because the case it came in, I don't even know where it is, but it is my Chanel sunglasses. They're the ones that have the Chanel on the top, and technically they also have it on the side. I've really worn these sunglasses to the point where the coloring over them has just faded away. These were kind of a COVID purchase because I wanted something rectangular that wouldn't bother my mask, But over the years, I've just really loved it. I think they're just so simple and they are really comfortable. They don't slip around and I don't really have much of a nose bridge. So yeah, these are great. I think the only catch is that if I push it too up, I lose my eyebrows. I will wear it down a little bit because I need to show my eyebrows. The other thing I will say that are maybe a con for this, but it doesn't really affect how much I like using it, is that it can get dirty really easily. I don't know what it is about the particular lens, but yeah, I'm always finding myself having to wipe them down. So now let's move on to clothes. There's only two, so there's really not a lot. The first is a recent purchase, and I promise I'm not putting this in this list just because it's a recent purchase I'm using a lot. It's truly because I think these are hands down one of the best designer shoes that I've bought ever, because they're so comfortable, they go with everything, and the look of them is just unparalleled. And that is these Saint Laurent loafers. I cannot explain how much I love these loafers. I have quite a few designer shoes, but somehow this shoe has all of them beat. They're just super comfortable. They go with everything. I actually did not even have to really break these in except for this piece right here, because it just kind of, it's like double layer piece of leather. So it kind of hurts after a while you walk, but everywhere else did not require any breaking in. Even the heel did not hurt when I started wearing it. It was so weird. And now it's definitely softened up a little bit. I will say, I think the only con that I had about this shoe was that my first pair, the inside of it was like kind of peeling out. So I got a replacement, which was so easy, and they were so nice about it. You can see that they have started creasing because it is a patent leather. These I think I'll have for the rest of my life. I also love how inconspicuous the Saint Laurent logo is everywhere. Like, you truly don't know that they are Saint Laurent unless you look really closely, or you know that it's from them. Okay, the other clothing item is also a recent purchase, which I don't think I've ever actually shared in a video, but it was a surprise find. I could not let it go. This was thrifted, and truly the moment I saw it, I just knew that no matter how much I was saving my money, if I walked out the store without this jacket, I would instantly regret it for the rest of my life. And that is this Burberry trench. I just think trench coats are so classic. They can go with everything, and they're almost always appropriate for any situation. I really truly love vintage Burberry trench coats because not only is the quality good, but they used to make trench coats that had multiple layers, so you could really truly wear it in almost any season. This trench coat has everything I've ever wanted in a designer trench coat, and it was for only $400, which is a steal. It has a detachable collar, which again makes it a lot more warm when it's windy outside. It has a detachable lining, which is truly one of the best things about vintage Burberry trench coats. This one is also lined in cashmere and silk, and it's just so comfortable, and it definitely keeps me warm. Not only does it have both of those detachable items, but it comes with a belt. I have found that with designer trench coats, especially vintage ones, they rarely come with a belt. I don't know what the previous owners are doing with the belts. I don't know why they would take it off, because I feel like trench coats without a belt are so shapeless. And this belt was in perfect condition. All the leather bits was in perfect condition. In fact, when I bought this trench coat, it still had its tags, like its original tags from Burberry. It had an extra button and everything, and truly it was in mint condition. This trench coat has basically made me sell the other trench coats that I have had in my possession. Okay, so now that those items out of the way, let's talk handbags. Most of these are brand new purchases, but there is one that was a thrifted purchase. My vintage Prada shoulder bag. This bag also fits a surprising amount than you would think, which I truly appreciate. Like, it will fit my phone and everything. I loved that the shoulder strap was long enough to be comfortable on your shoulder. Like, it didn't sit too high up. I will never get rid of it. I don't even know how old this is. In fact, I keep trying to find a different color of this online. And I know that if I ever find this online for such a steal, I 100% would buy another one, because this is just amazing. Another purchase that I will never get rid of, and this will really not be a surprise to anyone, and that is my Hermes Evelyn. This is one of those bags where I just find myself reaching for it more than I thought I would, I guess. Like, I definitely, not gonna lie, I definitely bought this because it was, you know, this was when it was really popular and I just couldn't let it go. I had really wanted it, but I didn't expect to love it so much. The more I've used it, the more I'm like, I really want different colors and for different occasions. Like, I would love to have a black one as well as a beige or nata leather would be amazing. I know that one probably will have transfer issues, but I don't care. It does not fit as much as you think it would, obviously, but if you are strategic, you actually can fit quite a bit in here. So once you put your phone in here, it's kind of a little game over because then it's a lot of Tetris that you're playing in the bag. However, if you have a phone strap so you can carry your phone as a crossbody on its own, then you can fit quite a bit in here. And that I really appreciate, especially if you're using a card holder, then the world's your oyster. Truly. Won't ever get rid of it. Again, this will be a hand-me-down if my kid wants it. Put it back in its dust bag though. Another purchase that I will never get rid of is this one. My Louis Vuitton Keepo 25 in the Yayoi Kusama collaboration. Every time I look at this, I just think how lucky I am and how much I love this bag. And truly, when I bought it, I wasn't sure. I had kind of gotten hyped up about the collection. I wanted a piece of her art because I actually really do like her as an artist. And I had been influenced by Cassie Thorpe about the Keepo 25. So I thought this was literally the perfect storm, and it truly was. I cannot imagine my life without this bag, and I've said it before in my review recently, and I'll say it again, I would rebuy another one if the right one came along. The last bag is also a recent purchase, and that is my Celine Heloise bag. I'm not even going to speak too much on this because I know I did a first impression / 3-month review on it, and truly my impression of it has not changed much. I'll definitely be doing a 1-year review on this bag in terms of wear and tear kind of thing, but I truly love this bag. I've been using this bag non-stop. I will say Seattle is very conducive to using a canvas bag, and so I think part of that has been why. Whenever the weather has been really, really nice, usually I tend to go towards my leather bags like my Hermes Evelyn or my Chanel. But yeah, this bag has been truly amazing, great for the weather. I literally never worry about it when I'm caught in the rain. I mean, I'm never wearing it when it's downpouring or anything, but because I don't go out. If it's sprinkling, truly don't care. I know it's gonna be carefree. I haven't really inspected it for water damage, but I'm seeing nothing. It fits the essentials for sure, and it's just really comfortable to wear. Cannot imagine not having this bag in my rotation, and I cannot imagine not owning this bag. That is it for the 10 luxury items that I do not regret purchasing, that I would actually recommend if you're interested. If you have any questions about any of these items, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer you, but hopefully I'll see you next time for another video. Bye guys. Oh, actually, if you're interested in luxury items I regret purchasing, let me know. I'm considering filming that, but I don't have that many, so I feel like it'll be a shorter video, but if you're interested, let me know. But yeah, anyways, bye guys.